Goldman Sachs have just updated Tesla's price target to $864 per share. So what, you may ask? Well, their previous price target was $158, meaning this is a major shift from one of the most influential investment banks. So why was this move made? Well, let's have a look. Throughout its history, Tesla has worked with Goldman Sachs from their IPO to several debt offerings. Analysts from Goldman Sachs have given Tesla buy, sell, and hold recommendations since 2010, and over that time, there have been three main analysts. The first is Patrick Archambault, who has covered Tesla from at least 2010 and maybe earlier, and interestingly, he was the very first analyst to ask Elon Musk a question on Tesla's first ever conference call back in Q3 of 2010. According to tip rankings, he has mostly held a hold rating on the stock with several buy recommendations and has always asked well thought out questions during the conference calls. Although he and Goldman Sachs were heavily criticized for issuing a buy rating in May of 2016, in which hours later Tesla announced that they were doing a secondary offering in which Goldman Sachs was one of the lead book runners in the deal and benefited from the higher share price that their buy recommendation most likely resulted in. In late 2016, Patrick Archambault seems to have been replaced by David Tamburino, and after issuing 3 hold recommendations, he went on to consistently dish out one sell recommendation after another. So no matter what Tesla did, Tamburino was never impressed. Here are a few examples. In Feb of 2017, Goldman Sachs downgraded Tesla to $185 per share. Then in April of 2018, with the stock price at $275, Goldman Sachs reissued their sell rating to $195 a share. And as covered in the 2018 documentary series, we all know what was happening with Tesla in April of 2018. During 2019, with the stock price beaten down to $190 per share, Goldman Sachs cut Tesla's price target to $158 per share, stating the downward path of the shares will resume. And now there's a new analyst, Mark Delaney, who's given Tesla a buy rating with an $864 price target. Remember, that's up from $158. So to answer the question, what's changed? The short answer, the analyst. And while there are some great analysts out there that do a phenomenal job in covering companies like Tesla and others, Goldman Sachs have not covered themselves in any glory. Patrick Archambault is remembered for issuing a buy rating just prior to the announcement of a secondary offering in which Goldman Sachs was involved, while David Tamburino was one of the most bearish Tesla analysts who proved to be colossally wrong. So it'll be interesting to see how Mark Delaney and Goldman Sachs view Tesla going forward. And remember, the next time you hear an analyst make a buy, sell, or hold rating and issue a price target, remember, that's just opinions, and always look at the fundamentals. Don't let anyone tell you what to think. Question everything, including me. So till next time, thank you to all the Patreons that support the channel. Remember, all info here is simply my opinion only, and if you want to help me get more content out, then please consider supporting the channel on Patreon. So till next time, I'll see you guys soon.